Hello? Hello? Okay, I think the mic is working again. Possibly. Possibly, maybe. Okay, sounds like it's coming through. Sorry about that. I was trying out something new. Um, yeah, uh, in macOS Ventura, they have this thing called continuity camera. And I thought, hey, maybe that would be a nice thing to try to like use my iPhone as a mic. And it seemed like it was going well up until I started the stream. So not sure what the stream has to do with that, but we're back to the previous mic. Okay, so back to our regular programming. If you're just joining us now, do have a tie stream goal. Looking for that 100 follows on YouTube and / or 200 followers on Twitch. It's about the same percentage away from each of those goals, so we have possibly two dressed up streams incoming. So I appreciate all those follows. Okay, so I think I introed before, but maybe the mic wasn't working, or that was the previous version of the stream. So yes, this is FQAuth, a signing with Apple server, and we're making a microservice that exercises it. The main server delivers JWTs to the iOS app. The iOS app passes those JWTs to the microservice as a bearer token, and you have authentication all over your backend cluster. And to exercise that, we just have this little random string microservice where a user can get their current random string, or they can request a new one. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we implemented get last time on the string, so we're gonna work on new at the moment. And right now we're failing because it says that we're not found. And oh yeah, so this was where I got stuck at the end of last stream. So I think we're not allowed to put slashes in path names in Vapor. So let's try that again. Okay, there we go. So I guess we can commit that because I don't want to have to fix that again later. Let's see. Fix path in routing. So hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Okay, so what else do we want to... So unauthorized returns an authorized status code. Okay, that's great. Now let's add another test. We want to say if we are authorized, we want to return perhaps a created status code. When authorized, return a created status code. And I guess we can make this into the when as well. When unauthorized, return unauthorized status code. Yeah, so for the previous test, we had a user sort of stubbed out. And we're going to need to do that same thing here, where there actually be an authorized user. So we can copy that from our get We have a bunch of tests set up in here, I believe. Oh, it's not quite in the setup, but we do have a user ID. And we can copy, just copy a little bit at a time. That's the best policy. So we can have an existing user. And I guess perhaps it doesn't have an existing random string model, but we do need to create a token for it. And I guess we could inline this, but then that would make a really big line of code. So we just have the session token, which has the user ID, the expiration date, and then we sign it. And then we're going to pass this JWT along in the headers here. Let's copy that again from the get, because I can never remember how to spell. Well, spell is a strong word. I can never quite remember the syntax. So let's get the headers going. And then we can pass the headers along. Oh, we hit our breakpoint. So we're in here, and here's doing nothing. We could let the test continue on, and it'll fail. It'll say, yeah, 200 does not equal created, and that's fine. But I guess we want to assert that there's something in the database now. We want to assert that app.db.psql. We want to find a random string model. I guess we'll do query on the database, and we want to get we could just get the first one because there's only one in there for the sake of this test, but we could also be a little bit more specific. We can just filter by the user ID, and I think I would feel a little bit better about doing it that way. Just to be precise, so the user ID equals user ID. And if I remember correctly, one of these has to be a $, but I don't remember which one. Oh, I guess it's right there. You can save this created thing. And because we're sort of in a test, we want to wait instead of doing just letting it run asynchronously. And then we can assert these things. We can say created dot. Well, I guess we want to assert that it's not null, and we want to. I mean, it's just a random string. I guess we want to just show that there is a random string. We don't care. We don't care what it is, I guess. Yeah, we can just do it that way. That's fine. Cool, and we got all the failures that we're expecting. So we can go and implement this now. And where is it? I guess that would be in here. So we want to get the user ID off of the request. And this was a little helper that we wrote earlier. So this gets the session token off of the authorization part of the request. And because we have a guardian middleware, we know we'll never get here if this is null. And I can show that. Where is it? I think that's in, yeah, here. So this FQAuth middleware, if you're not authorized, it will just return not authorized. And the typical Vapor way of doing things is still there. You still can do the authenticator method with a guard later if you want to split it out. But this kind of puts it all together for convenience. There are use cases where that's something that you might want to do, and that's how Vapor supports it, so we do it. We offer that here as well. Okay, so we have the user ID, and we know that we're authorized, so we can just kind of go ahead and go here. So this is a new, so we want to make a new random string. And my favorite way to make random strings is to create a UUID and grab the UUID string. And then I guess we want to find or update, right? Because there might be a random string in there already. But you know what? We don't have a test for that. So staying in the TDD spirit, we're just going to make our test pass. We're going to make a new model. New model.userid equals the user ID. And then we want to save this into the database. This would be request.database. Oh, and it looks like we're returning the string here, actually. I'm not sure it matters that much either way. This is really just a sample app. So we can return something like that. So now if we hit Command U to run the tests, what do we get? We get a failure, and the failure is, oh, it's still got a 200 OK instead of a 201, but everything else passed. So yeah, let's go ahead and update the implementation to return the status code that we're expecting. Let's see, so how do we do that? I guess we have to do a response here. Maybe we'll make a, let's see, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's do one thing at a time. I was about to extract a function. Okay, we'll make a new response. The status being created. And can I put the body in here? I can. And can I just put a string in there? Looks like I can. Looks like the error is only down here. Oh no, I do have an error up here. Cannot convert value of type string to expected argument type response.body. Okay, let's look at what a response.body is and how we might create one. So it is custom string convertible, and it is expressible by string literal. Let's see, so there's empty. Oh, I guess one way is we can make a body and then assign a string to it. I wonder if there's a way we can do it with an initializer. Let's see, we can init with data, init with static string, init with string. Okay. So we'll say dot init with string, new random string. Tomato, potato. I kind of want to inline this. Yeah, because it's like, this returns a string. I kind of missed the signature saying string up here, because it's not as visual of like what's coming back. It looks like we're coming back with a response. But that's because I wanted the cute status code here of created. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. I guess readability of using the API, like, oh, something was created versus something was updated, or the readability of this here. I mean, I guess we could document it either way. Cool, so let's go back to the test. And we get a pass. Nice. So let's move on to the next test of when authorized and there's an existing, and what's it called? And model exists already. Return updated. Yes, and we can use the same user ID. We can use the same headers and token. And you can start with that. Hey, welcome to the community meds pa. You can do mystring.encode response. Oh, that's really cool. Let's go ahead and update that. I'll just do it out here. Let's see, so new random string dot encode response dot created for request. And then, yeah, that looks way better than what we have here. Thank you so much. Now, what is this type of? This is a, yeah, event loop feature response. Okay. So a little bit more readable. But I guess we still have to say a response up here, which, yeah, I mean, we need to document this at some point. Let's say, what do we do? I guess we could say returns the newly generated random string. There's like some way to like get this to be bold or something. I don't know exactly what it is. There we go. Yeah, that means that the doc parser will pick it up. So I need the hyphen in front. You can say returns. Can this be capitalized? Yeah, it can be capitalized. Okay, let's head back over to the test. And we're going to say, what's a good HTTP status for an update? Maybe if I command click into there, I'll see a nice list. None of these are really that great, because I know like for HTTP verbs we have like put versus post versus patch, and I guess I was hoping that we had a nice HTTP status for kind of analogous to that. Yeah, maybe we'll just say created again. So then for here, we want to test that the model exists already. So let's go ahead and create a pre-existing model. And let's say the existing model random string. The existing model dot user ID, and then we'll save it in the database. Yes, app dot there we go, .psql, and we can go ahead and wait. And then I guess we want to assert also that that the random string changed. So we want to, I guess, fetch it back out of the database. And I'm just medpa says no async await. Yeah, I started this back when we were doing event loop futures and haven't really upgraded. At some point I would like to. Like to update this to contemporary Vapor patterns. But today is not that day. I want to kind of get it to a 1.0 first before switching over to async await. Let's see. So yeah, let's go ahead and retrieve from the database to assert that we have a change. Let's look at the user ID and compare it to the user ID of our existing user, and we'll just get the first one, which means we need a try over here. I want to assert not nil on that for 1. And we want to assert not equal, I suppose. on the random string. And I suppose also not nil as well. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Cool, so I guess what happened is it didn't update, and I think that's because we created two models because we only implemented creating a model. So we need to sort of check if one's there and update it if we need to. I mean, I guess we could have made the user ID the primary key. That would simplify this. But what's the fun in that? I guess, especially for a sample app, like sometimes if they simplify the code too much in a sample app, when I'm trying to do something more complicated, I don't quite exactly see how to do it. So I think I'm okay with leaving this slightly complex for the sake of it being a more helpful example. Would this make a better example? Not really sure. Open to feedback on that. Bruce Leaf asks, random question, which is preferred, bits or subs? I'm not familiar with Twitch things. You know, I don't know. I don't know which is better. Whatever you like. I really don't know. I appreciate the question. I've seen other streamers get that question, and other streamers say, "Do whatever you feel like." So that's the only answer I have. Let's see. So we're talking about making sure we're updating a model and not creating a new one. We're talking about, should we go back and update the ID of the random string model to be just the user ID? That might be okay. I don't think that would simplify it too much that it would be unusable. I guess we're here though now. Let's go forward with what we have now. So that would mean getting the current one for the user ID. Then we would flat map. It's maybe there, so it's maybe a model. So if it's not there, then we create one and we return. If it is there, though, we want to update it. We want to say model.random string equals the new random string. Save it and return. So this needs to return out front. And I think we can run the tests again. Let's Command U. Build succeeded. Test succeeded. And I think that's about as pretty as we can make it without swapping to async await. Though there is a bit of duplication here that we might be able to abstract away. Yeah, we can just go ahead and create the new random string in there. Oh, and I guess we need the request as well. So then I guess this one here becomes return the random string for model on request. And this dies. And then this here, you can swap the order of these two. And then we can say that they're the same as what we had before. So we can return new random string for the new model on the request. Cannot call value of non-function type. Okay, let's remove that, and then we should be a little bit better. Cannot call method explicit use of self. Okay. Go ahead and drop self in there. And let's make sure that we didn't break anything by running the tests again. Cool, so now we have a microservice, I think, all ready to go. Are there any other tests that we need? No, we have when it already exists, we have when we're unauthorized, and we have when we're it's already existing. So I think we can switch back over to the iOS app and get that going. Let's go ahead and commit all this first. So I guess that brings us to our next task of use the microservice in the app. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something, and when we use it, I'm sure we will we'll figure it out. Bruce Leaf says, reminder for people who are not following, hit the follow button. Thanks so much. I'm still bad at that PR thing. But yeah, we have a little follow goal. Gonna do a dress up tie stream when we hit 100 follows on YouTube or 200 on Twitch. Let's see. So to get everything going, I think we need to yeah, I guess start up ngrok. So I guess I need to also open up the FQAuth server. Waiting for it to resolve the package graph. I guess this is everything all together. All at once. Okay, so if I Command R to run this, go ahead and type in some credentials. Apple developer key not set in environment. I thought I set all this up. Maybe I need to run it from the command line, or maybe see, yeah, it is setting, looking at the right directory. Let me look at some credentials. Just look at it off camera over here a little bit while staring directly into the camera, of course, naturally. Oh, I just didn't update the name of the environment variable. Okay, close the .env file, bring it back over here. Let's see, now can I Command R? Oh, now, right, because of the Apple developer key and Apple developer key ID. 1 moment, please. Okay, let's try Command R one more time. Cool, running on 8080. So now if I start the microservice up, I think it's also going to try to run on... No, that's the app. Cancel you for now. Here's the microservice. So if I Command R here, yeah, already in use. So we need to set a different port number, and to do that for Vapor, I think it's -P. I guess we could try from the command line real quick. What's the name of the target? Random string microservice. And I think this will give us the flags to say how to specify the port. I think it's -P and the port number. Oh, it has to build just to print out the help. Okay, let's look at the documentation. Docs.vapor.codes. Possibly basics. No. Getting started. No. Port. Maybe in deploy. I think Heroku definitely requires you to set a port, so I think we can peek in here for how to do it. Oh. --port. Okay. I guess I'll do 8081. And can I reorder these? I can. Okay, so now Command dot to stop it, Command R to start it again. Unknown command --port. Right, because before we say dash dash, no, not there. We need to say the command as serve. It's the default command, but need to specify it for passing arguments. Okay. Command R. Okay, there we go, 8081. So now we can start up ngrok. Let's say $80.81. And the same thing for the FQAuth server. That'll be on 8080. And oh, interesting. Yeah, so to get where's the app? To get the app to see that we have this this is an old ngrok URL. I guess we also need to provide the, since this is the sample iOS app, we need to provide the sample microservice URL as well. Cool. So how do we do that? That would be, I think I'm using Swish to do that. Let's see, let's kill these ngroks. Don't quite need them right now. Sample iOS. Yeah, so as part of generating the project, we use xcodegen, of course. We set the bundle ID and the development team. And then we also write two files, the auth server URL, and now also the, I suppose, the microservice URL. So call it the random string server URL, and this can be in random string server URL.swift. Oh, and I guess the config has, we're loading it from the .env. There's a .env in the iOS app. Oh, we're right here. I guess we can ls-al to see what's in here. Oh, we do have a .env. Okay. So I guess we'll need I guess this can't just be server URL. It has to be auth server URL at this point. Oh, I guess it's the FQAuth server URL. I guess that's fine. I just need to update the name of it in the config. And we'll add a field for the random string server URL. And we'll grab it in the same way. And what should the name of this environment variable be? I guess we can, well, we know that the tail is going to look like this. So we can copy that in. And then, yeah, I guess we just, what's the name of this called? Capitalized snake case or something? And we can pass that in there as well. Cool. So now when we run swish generate, switch project. Oh, Command K to clear it. We should see it making another file in the, we have some build errors. Let's do Command B to see where the errors are. Oh yeah, so I was offering like different ways that folks could provide these variables. I was thinking the environment, I was thinking a .env file, and I was thinking the security command line tool. Yeah, we can just go ahead and up that real quick. It's pretty close to load from env, so I'll just copy this over. We have the first two already, and these just need to be security instead of from the env. And this is how you would do it. You would run security, find generic password for your current user, and then the key. And I think -W, I think that trims the white space. So these need try around it. And then we can update the initializer. And then this, of course, is the microservice URL. Cool. So now I can put the ngrok paths in my environment, or the ngrok URLs in my environment, and serve off of localhost, and have it show up on the phone as well. So yeah, I guess that's what's next. Let's go ahead and should we try to commit this first, or just go full speed ahead? I guess we should. I guess it builds. Let's see. Is there any more cleanup we would want to do here? I guess we could move this to its own file, or reduce duplication in some other way here. I think because it's so tiny, reducing duplication will probably slow us down more than it'll help us, because I'm just going to do just a little bit of duplication as a treat. Import foundation. Well, I don't think I need import foundation, but yeah, this one doesn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and commit. This was the sample app. I want to say add configure the URL for the sample microservice. Push that up. And as always, all three of these projects are open source on my GitHub. You can check them out. They're MIT. You can copy and paste them. Okay, so yeah, let's get everything up and running, and then let's see what we need to do inside the iOS app. So let's start ngrok again. Let's see, let's put that iOS app first. Microservice and FQAuth. Okay, so let's start up ngrok. Let's copy and paste into, I guess, the environment, right? Oh, then I need to like type out those really long environment variable names. Oh, I also did it from the .end. Let me just do it that way. That way is a little bit easier. One moment. Well, these are the old ones. I guess I can just show what it looks like. We need to update the sample also. So many little tasks. So many little tasks. I'll say microservice example.com. Cool, so let's actually put some stuff in there and get us going along our way. Do the microservice, and we'll do the auth server. Go ahead and close that. And then we can come back to just the command line here. We can say swish project. Oh, let's just force a rebuild. I found out over the weekend that if you organize your Swish scripts as kind of the old Vapor way of, an executable target that only depends on a regular target, and that regular target depends on your third-party dependencies, Swish doesn't randomly not build like this sometimes. So I updated the documentation for Swish to say all that, but I guess I haven't done that here on this project yet. Okay, so we have our app. We can swap back to the app and oh, well, that just leaked. Let's restart it. Let's make sure everything's closed over here. So copy and paste and start up ngrok again. And this time without leaking anything. We'll close this file here. Just close everything. Generate the project again. Cool. Swap to the project here. There we go. And I think the best way there, maybe not the best way, but one of the easiest ways to get your iPhone to show up on screen to do a new movie recording. Lost connection. Is this live? Cool. Oh, I need to show it on the screen. There we go. Make this a little bit more manageable to show up. There we go. Okay, so we're signed in and we want to add, we want to use this microservice now that it's all set up. So we have this login view that we're hoping to move to a library. I guess we can add a kind of a random number view that's protected by login. So I'm going to put this here, and this is going to be a I guess this is going to represent the whole screen. I don't know. We can rename it later. If we need. Man, I haven't done SwiftUI in like, it feels like years, so it's probably been like a month or two. Okay, so I guess the point is we want to asynchronously grab stuff from the server and show it here to sort of prove that we're authenticated. So we want to, what do we need to do? I guess we need to fetch the current state, show current state, add a refresh button, I guess, which we'll call the new, or regenerate, add regenerate button. And I guess we also want to, I guess we want to make sure this is protected by the login view in some way. Okay. Yeah, we've been doing so much Vapor that I kind of forget what we even have here in the sample iOS app. But I guess that's helpful because I guess people who are just joining us will see what we have so far too. See, I guess let's start out at the top. Oh, so this is just the entitlements. Here's the actual app. Just have a login view for now. I guess we can make this view and then fuss with navigation stacks and all that. So this is going to have a text with, I guess it's called a state for now. Yeah, we can get a preview going. Preview provider. Whoa, so I have it pointed at my phone. I don't think I've ever run a preview before while my phone was plugged in. It's like it worked. Is this running on my phone, or is this a simulator? I'm not gonna think about it too hard right now. Let's see. So I guess once they're logged in, then we're gonna go to like the. I guess this is gonna be kind of like the profile screen where they say they're logged in. I guess I haven't really sketched out a flow yet, huh? Kind of sketching it out live, as always. Yeah, maybe we don't want to burst in on the login view. Maybe we want to have a have it try to open the profile view or the random string view, and if it can't, then it shows the login view, something like that. Something like that, and then we can define logged in as this will definitely have a content. And as long as content is a view, we're cool with it. Now we just need to define logged in. And I suppose that will be something like or maybe it should be like the current user. Well, let's start with the minimum first. We don't need the user yet. So we're logged in if keychain dot current user. What did we call it? Yeah, keychain. Oh, I guess I have to import keychain access. Okay, let's move this to another file. This will be import SwiftUI and import, I guess, keychain access. There we go. Now I have autocompletes. Keychain.current. Let's take a. Ooh. Yeah, let's just look at this. So if the current authorization is nil, yeah, I guess we're just doing a nil check. I guess that's something we could move into keychain or move into somewhere possibly, but I guess we don't have anywhere yet. Where's the exclamation point? There it is. Current authorization equal nil. I can see the future here, and that this is going to be it's going to check for expiration or something. Let's see, current authorization cannot be used on type keychain. Really? Oh, it's an instance of it. Let's see. Is best practice for this to pass around a keychain as an environment object, or do we just make a new one? I mean, this'll work, I think. I think we're compiling now. And let's bring out the iPhone. Yeah, so it says we're logged in, so we see this little empty string. And if I guess we need like need a whole bunch of stuff. We need a sign out button. We need a signed in as. View, I guess. Maybe a profile. I don't know if that's going to be overkill for a sample or if it's going to be helpful for the sake of helping people get up off the ground and adding auth to their apps. I guess we can start with fetching the current state. Start off with a task, and we want to, how do we want to do this? I guess make a URL session, or like have like a controller or observed object or something that does all that. Yeah, let's make a random string controller. Kind of have this login controller that publishes a few items about login. Let's do the same thing for over here. That will be an observed object. Yeah, we can keep foundation. And I guess for published, we'll have current string. And, you know, I believe this being optional would make the most sense. I think I've had problems before with publishing optional items. I don't remember. I'll keep an eye out for that. Or I'm keeping an eye out for if that's actually a thing or not, or if I'm misremembering. I guess we want to refresh. It's going to be one item we can do, and we want to regenerate. I guess these are going to be the two. That's going to be the kind of the API surface of this controller. And I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it needs to come in from anywhere. I think this can just own it. Cool, so now we can get the controller.current string instead. Yeah, because the optional string doesn't conform to the string protocol. So I think we can do something like, let's wrap this in a group, because I know we're going to use a task down there. So I guess we can say something like if let if it's there, then we show it. Otherwise, I guess for now we can say that we like haven't fetched it yet, I guess. And what's the problem? Command B, build failed. Oh, there we go. Other times you have to put in the $sign where we can not. I guess when this loads, we want to say controller.refresh. And if we load this preview, you see that it's not yet fetched. So I guess we can start implementing some of this stuff. I guess on a refresh, we're going to call get, right? And I'm noticing that we have the auth server URL, but we don't have the, I think I need to regenerate the project or something. I don't see the, here's the auth server URL, but I don't see the other URL. Did I not run it or something? Let's see. Oh, I've done this before. I didn't, here in main, I need to call it. Yeah, over the weekend, yeah, this has two dependencies, but there's, yeah, for some reason having external dependencies to an executable target is really messing up Swish. I don't know what the deal is, but a force build makes it work. Yeah, so Swish project. Oh, so we need to make sure that we git ignore this. Cool. And so now we can, yeah, it's there. Now we can do an URL session, I suppose. Oh, I guess these could be async. So let's see, URL session dot shared dot where is the here we go. Data from URL. So this is going to be random string server URL. Oh, this can throw as well. Oh my. Async must pursue throws, of course. wait. So we said this is just going to straight up return the string. We're not going to do any JSON, just to keep it simple. But we are going to spell response correctly. So I think we can say response.body. Oh, it's not a response, it's two things. It's a data and an URL response. Okay. So I guess let's try to make a string from the data. And I suppose like we can throw an error here, like got data but it wasn't a string. Oh, we cannot assign value of type string. Is this getting overzealous? Yeah, there we go. So I guess we'll need some errors to throw. And I predict there will be several. What are we going to call this? The data we received wasn't a string. Couldn't parse the string from data. So let's go ahead and throw this. And I suppose we also want to check if we're not authorized. But before we do that, before we get too excited about all the exciting error handling we can do in there, we need to do a try in here, which now has an invalid conversion. So let's try to handle all the errors inside of refresh. Which now is more like we at least have a try state at this point. We have a current string, we haven't loaded a current string, and we tried to load, but there was an error. And the way I handle this, I think I did a decent job of this in the login controller. If I remember correctly, I had like an error at time that I would like to reuse. Because if you keep throwing the same error, SwiftUI doesn't update because it sees that they're equal. But if you add a timestamp to it, yeah, error at instant. Then you get it'll at least update. And which is true, it is a different identity of the error. So let's promote this error at instant out of here. I guess, at least to its own file, and we'll take it from there. And how do I use it? Let's search for it. So here I don't necessarily have a success state because it's are we logged in or not. So there's no try state here. It's just a straight up state. So we can't exactly copy off ourselves here. So we are in potentially fresh waters. Let's see. I guess this can be in enum, I guess. We don't want to call it state, even though I would love to. Just that's going to get a little too exciting with the name clashes. This will call it current state. Case not loaded. Case loaded with a success string. Case error. I mean, I guess each of these would love to have a date associated with it, especially as we're hitting a refresh button. Yeah, so maybe I want to like redo this a little bit. Then we can grab this inside of here. We can call this state because it's going to be event.state. Here we can just say an error. And do we want a loading? Why not? And then at published will be latest event, perhaps. I'll start it off at it's not loaded, I suppose. We'll see how this goes. And we do want this to be identifiable. And we want this to be identifiable. I guess not exactly. Do you want the ID to be the timestamp, or do you want to do like a concatenate something together to be the state? Let's start with just the timestamp and see if we run into problems or not. Let's see, it has no member. Yes, we have to redo what we're... Oh, not exactly quite yet. Current string. Oh, this is the, I guess we say loaded. We say self dot latest event equals we loaded a string. Yeah, and I guess we could throw here, or we could just say self.latest event equals .init state of error of not convertible to string. And then there's only, I guess there's still this try. And I guess we can wrap that. You can say case Earl session error. Something like that. And we're still not using the response quite yet. Let's ignore it for now. Keep the warnings nice and happy. Yeah, so this needs an await in front. And this is the part that we do need to redo. We need to sort of show off the latest event, I suppose. And we could extract this as a view, I suppose. Oh, but it's not optional anymore, so we don't need to if let. You can just switch. Case.loading, we can have a progress view. For loaded, we can just show it. And for an error, we can print the error description for now. Alex says, hell no. How's it going, dude? Welcome back. Let's see, let's say error.localize description for now. And maybe we can say just change the color. Is it text color? Foreground color? Yeah. Make this red. I guess not loaded, we can let's make it gray, I suppose, for not loaded yet. Alex asks, will FQAuth be potentially added to iOS Space? Well, this is open source, and the iOS Space project that you and I have been coordinating on is also open source, so I don't have a magic 8-ball, but if someone does, they might. Yeah, maybe. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm hoping that this will be usable kind of on its own too, to help people add sign in with Apple to their apps. If they're not already on a template, just in general, that's a great idea. Alex says, absolutely, I think it'd be super useful for sign in with Apple. Oh, right on, yeah. Okay, so we have our preview paused, and we did a bunch of stuff. So let's see if we can get some more previews going. And I guess this means passing in the observed object. Are we allowed to do that? Okay, that works. And then I guess we can pass in the state here. Oh, this is a class, so it doesn't have a default constructor. So let's go ahead and put that in. And in fact, we can change it like that. And I bet I'll need to do like a wrapper or something here. Oh no, it just succeeds. I was expecting at publish to need a little bit of a helping hand. I guess it's not quite like at state, or you do need to do that. Rob says, I want to work on some documentation for iOS base tonight. I may look into the new doc.c that was released a short time ago. Oh, right on. That'd be awesome. Yeah, my plan is to first get everything to work here and then do documentation later. so many features I want to add. One thing at a time, I guess. Let's see, we can move this to the bottom just to clarify usage a little bit. Okay, we're building. Yeah, so let's go back and see about adding in some more. And I think I can simplify this a little bit more, actually. That's going to be a mouthful. We really just care about the state. We can add another initializer to help us with that. Self.init. And this needs the label. Halleck says, I plan to post up in the Discord and get feedback as to if we should use Doxy or just use the in-app markdown styler if it's different. Still needs to research on Doxy. Yeah, I think Doxy would be pretty cool to get going. I almost want like a helper function here to make these. Let's see, not loaded and loading. Let's start with 2 and let's refresh the preview. So we have not loaded and we have the spinner. Perfect. Okay, let's get a little bit more exciting. Let's copy this over again and let's say the state is error and the error can be they can just use the dot. That'll work. Oh no, because it's just any kind of error. Okay, yeah, we need the long name here. Random string controller errors dot. Let's just say it's not convertible to string. And the last one would be actual loaded state. Okay, let's try to refresh. Oh, too many close parens or not enough. not loaded. Loading. Operation couldn't be completed. Oh, I guess we need to make it, whoa, did this actually hit? Did this actually hit the server? I think I want to turn that off. Yeah, because I guess it calls refresh and tries to do some stuff. I guess I want to like not call. I'm trying to preview the different states. So like I don't want to call refresh if if I'm in a preview. Let's see. When was the last time I looked up how to do if we're in a preview or not? I guess I was writing a GRDB tutorial, and I think that has the code in it. Let's see if we can file open recent. None of these. Let's just open, I think it's in here. GRDB demo. Yeah, let's open this. Oh no, that's the deck. I want the project. Oh, it opened up both. Okay. Yeah, here we go. This is how I check if we're running in a preview. Where should I stick this? A utilities folder, I guess. And then here in login view, no, in here, you can say if we're in a preview, then and I guess we don't want to do that if we're not in debug mode. Oh man, this stuff gets configuration can get so messy so fast, huh? Maybe we don't want this line in the view, maybe we want this in the controller, but then why should the controller know if we're in a preview or not? Okay, I think this is the way. So for in debug mode, we'll call a function. Otherwise, this just won't compile during production. Okay, so let's look at the previews again. So we have success, we have an error, we have loading, and we have not loaded. Cool. We have our 4 states. And I think we saw that this needs to be not custom string convertible. It needs to be localized error. So let's go ahead and add that in. For our error description, we can switch on ourselves. Oh, I was hoping it give me an autocomplete. We'll just convert this to English for now. This is probably not useful at all to show to a user, but here in making a sample app, I think it's fine. So let's say Perl session error, and we'll append the error's localized description. And let's go back to the view and see, I think it was this one. Cool. It showed up. And we can change the caps a little bit there, I suppose. Cool. Cool, so what's next? So you're showing the errors. We have those going in the previews. It's kind of like, previews are kind of like running the tests, right? It's kind of like TDD, is you have all your test cases kind of going. I kind of miss when you were able to see them all at the same time, though. Is that still possible? Okay, so what's next? So I guess we never quite actually finished fetching the current state. We started on that task, inspired quite a few other things, although I guess we did successfully show the current state. So let's go back to fetching. Oh, and this might, oh, it's not quite working. We have to, there's more, there's headers and stuff we need to pass along. Halleck says, gotta run. I'll be back shortly. Well, thanks for stopping by. So I guess we'll start with an URL request with an URL, and this will be the random string server URL. I'm going to put some headers on there. Request can we just stick an authorization header on there? No. Can we? I always have to look up how to make an URL request. I never remember off the top of my head. Where do I stick the headers? Add value for HTTP header. Set value for HTTP header. And there's no helpers for auth headers. Okay, request.setValue. This is going to be bearer token for HTTP header authorization. And then it's not going to be shared data from URL. It's going to be for request. And then we'll need to grab this token. I think we can get it out of the keychain, current authorization. I guess this will be the access token. So even though we were, the only way we can get here is if we're logged in. We have like we have this logged in wrapper to make sure that we can only see the content if we're logged in. Because we're reaching down to grab everything out of the keychain again, this could still be nil. So we kind of have two options here. We can guard kind of like we usually would. And the other option would be to have this thing kind of pass in the current authorization. So then this would become like if let something like that. And I guess my one concern here is how would this know to refresh? Because I don't think the keychain acts in a has like a publisher. It's just kind of grabbing it. Let's see, our login view has Bruce Lee says, yeah, you need some observable object. Yeah. I guess we could have like a keychain proxy at like the root level. Oh, I guess that's what this login controller is kind of supposed to be. Because yeah, it'll grab it out of the... Yeah, okay. It's login controller. Let's try it out. Let's try passing in the login control. Oh, it's off the environment. We don't have to. Oh, it's in the environment. We don't have to. Okay, so in this logged in view, we can ask for the login controller. And then I think we say login controller dot. I think this will work. Let's see, let's make it a little bit more nice to read. And let's see. Now, how would this how would we get the what am I trying to say? So back here we're getting the current authorization, so we can pass this into the random string view, I guess. So that would be, I think, basically just a parameter, I guess, just a field on there. That's just going to make all of our previews break. So let's just comment those out for now. Yeah, so I want to pass this down into the random string controller, perhaps. Can an observable object observe yet another object? Let's see. No, I just meant to take off the parens at the end. Another idea is to just put the current authorization in the environment. Oh, but that can be a trap because there wouldn't be a way to pass this down into the controller. And it kind of feels weird to pass this around in memory. I don't know if I'm overthinking it or not. Let's make a field for this. Yeah, and let's comment that out for now. Current authorization dot token. Bruce Lee says overthinking and SwiftUI go hand in hand. Yeah, but it's not my fault, I swear. The way that SwiftUI has us spinning in circles sometimes. Okay, so it's not called token. What is it called? Yeah, access token. Build succeeded. Yeah, so I guess we could have like a fake one for the sake of tests, I guess. Bruce Lee says, saw a job posting that said you needed to have a deep understanding of SwiftUI. And I busted out laughing. Troll face. Or I guess, to be specific, lol face 3 times. This one. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, SwiftUI, the easy stuff is so cool and so intoxicating, and then you try to do one slightly complicated thing, and like I was trying to like pull the refresh like when I first started streaming in SwiftUI, and we spent like a whole week on it. And yeah, you just don't get the same amount of interaction information from SwiftUI to write your own pull to refresh. And maybe in iOS 16 now we do. I haven't looked at it again. I think we're looking at iOS 14 or 15 at the time. Yeah, so I ended up just yeah, just wrapping my whole view in it was like a table view for the Subway app. I just wrapped it straight in SwiftUI. I didn't get to, because that was the only thing I was missing from converting the all arrival screen to SwiftUI was pull to refresh, and I couldn't do it. I had to stick with my collection view that I had already in UIKit. That was so sad, because that view was like perfect for SwiftUI. Where is the iPhone? Over here. Yeah, this screen. I was trying to make this screen in SwiftUI because it's all these cells. It's like it's perfect for UIKit. I mean, for SwiftUI. But pull to refresh foiled us. Maybe we'll return to that at some point. Anyway, back here to fetching. we have our access token, presumably. And I'm noticing a few things. This file is getting really big. It's responsible for making URL requests, and now it knows about the current authorization status. And I feel a little icky about that. Because I mean, I guess the alternative is just like we could pass the current authorization all around like we just did, or we could ask it from the keychain here. Else, I don't know, like throw errors.not logged in. Bruce Sleeve says, I think grabbing it from the keychain here makes sense. Yeah, I guess like 5 thoughts all at once jumped in my brain. I guess I hear what you're saying, because we don't want to pass this around in memory, perhaps. But I guess that makes the keychain a kind of a hidden dependency of this class. And I think that's okay, because I think this is going to go into sort of some network layer. Like we're just kind of sketching out over here, but this is going to end up in a network layer of some kind that'll do a bunch of this stuff for us. Like I think this class to just basically just say just the endpoint it's trying to reach. And maybe it could pass in the user. Bruce Lee says, yeah, good point. I'd make an off networking service. Let's see. How do we get to building? I guess import keychain access. Oh, and I guess either way, it's going to make previews here a little icky. Yeah, it's going to make previews icky if we have to depend on a current authorization. We're going to have to make a fake one to just pass around, which feels a little weird. I don't know. I guess I'm still kind of feeling all this stuff out. We could say something snarky like, how did you get here? How did you get past my guards? Let's see. I guess we have like so much stuff in the air. I'm not exactly sure which direction to go next. Because there's the idea of maybe taking this current authorization stuff out and kind of just trusting that we have it here already. There's the idea of extracting kind of a networking layer. There's the idea of drinking some tea. And there's the idea of getting our previews up and working again. Let's see if this motivates anything. expecting a current authorization. Yeah, I like the idea of that logged in view like offering it, but I don't think this controller should have this in memory. I'm gonna back out of that. And I think that makes us pass. No, somebody is a little confused. And it might be me that's confused. Yeah, it was. Yeah, let's remove this from here. And oh, we can just go ahead and remove all of that. Yeah, if we wanted to make like a simpler view, like this current authorization is presented and it's there, and because it's going off of the login controller and it's published, it's all good. Wait, this needs a controller? Oh, this needs to just let's go ahead and make one. Cool. So now if I reload the previews, cool. And the other thing we were talking about is kind of extracting a networking layer. Yeah. Let's see. So I guess we can have, if we're going to have a new layer, it means a new folder. And I guess that means sticking this stuff in a new folder. And it'd be kind of cool to put this these URLs in their own little folder so they don't get accidentally clicked on. Let's see, one thing at a time. Networking helper, best name in the world for networking helpers. Wait, async. Let's see, so where is our controller? I guess we don't even know if this this code works yet or not. Networking helper. So here we'll import keychain access. And I guess this will have its own errors. I guess, in fact, we can copy those over for now. And I guess it just doesn't have that first one. Oh, I guess we need to async throws, huh? And as we continue building this out, I'm sure we'll have other ideas of what to do. Yeah, I guess maybe one reason why this hasn't been done before, like an reusable open source sign in with Apple thing, is there's so many decisions to make that that affect other parts of the app. But I think this is still kind of separable. Like you can still, if you have your own app already, you can still use your current networking helpers and stuff. But maybe we want to like prefix everything with FQ or something. I guess when we get closer to publishing something, making it publishable, that might be something that we come back to. But this will definitely be public because this is going to be published. Oh, I am a genius. Public goes before the var, of course. And then now that this is separated out, we can even like write tests and stuff for it. Which sounds like a great idea, but I'm going to hold off on it for a little bit. Let's see, so this would be networking helper.authorize request for the random string server URL. So this would be try await. Cool, that pushes a lot of the networking logic down into networking helper. And that really cleans this up. This is more about just like we got some data back. This is more about the parsing the data, which some people often put into their networking helper, and that's fine. I'm going to stay away from it here to make it kind of as simple and reusable as possible. I do have strong opinions, often loosely held. Where's tab? There it is. Okay, what's next? So fetch the current state, write tests for the networking layer. I guess there's like a lot of tests we could write. Like this little logged in helper. We could write a test for this, I suppose. I'm not exactly sure how though, how we would write a test for a view. I guess it would really just be testing like if let. That's maybe not that exciting. Maybe we don't test this. Maybe we test this by having previews. But I guess the thing about previews is there's only, you have to like click on each one to test it, to exercise it. Come back to that idea, I guess. But I would like to figure out how we might do that. Especially because current authorization, like if you leave the app open past the expiration date, it should log you out, right? Which I guess means starting a timer, having to listen to the timer and like check every 5 minutes, hey, have we expired yet? Okay, anyway, where should we pick up on? We have so many things up in the air. Let's run the app. So we got a not found. That's fascinating. Oh, I know we got a not found. Because that's just the URL to slash. it's not the path. What's the path? It's something like slash. It's like samples slash. It's just, I think it's slash sample. Dot absolute URL. And we can force unwrap this. And we can also take a look at this error. Publishing threads from background threads is not allowed. Make sure to publish values from the main thread. That is a good point, SwiftUI. Let's hop on over to the main actor. AKA the main thread. And let's run that again. Still getting a not found. Let's take a peek at let's look at our routes. Oh, it's slash API slash sample. Okay. Head back over to the iOS app. And let's run it again. In the iPhone. Nice. So it found the server, it found the right URL or right path on the server. We're just not logged in, which makes sense. This is probably a pretty old JWT. So I think if we add a sign out button and sign ourselves out, we should be able to sign in and see something potentially. Bruce Lee says PogChamp. Nice. So let's add a sign out button. And I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm just going to have a sign out button. Bruce Lee says this is getting super exciting. Oh, why thank you. Sign out button. This login folder is getting a little messy. Bear with me, please. Currently, it's stuff that I want to package up for later. It's not really well organized. Public struct sign out button is a few. And I guess this will be a button sign out, and the action will be, well, it's going to be on the login controller, which we can request from the environment. We can say login controller dot sign out. Look at this tiny view. It doesn't need a test. How do I make it rounded though? I want to say action sign out. There we go. Bruce Leaf suggests button style. Yeah, I've been in Vapor for so long, I don't remember how to do button styles. It's a configuration, primitive button style. Label, roll, button roll. Was it a style on the tail? Oh, button style. Bordered, borderless, bordered prominent for sure. And then we can do a preview. And provide a login controller to the environment. Bruce Leaf says, I rarely use the default button title using only text. The button isn't all tappable, just the text. Well, that's a disappointment. It looks like I can tap the edges. Looks like not just the text is tappable. Preview layout fixed. Let's say 200 by 100. And can you refresh yourself? Well, whatever. So it also does is move up or down a little bit. I was hoping it would give us just the little square, not the whole iPhone. So whatever, we'll just leave that out. I guess there's some updates to previews that I am not up to date on, that I have not yet previewed. Okay, so sign up button, let's put the sign up button inside the view. And we're not going to be too fancy about it. We're just going to stick it right here. Cannot find it in scope. No, it is in scope. There it is. So if we run the app again, let's bring out QuickTime Player. If we hit sign out, we get the sign in with Apple button, which means that this logged in helper, it worked. As soon as we logged out, it flipped us back to the login view. Very nice. Sign in with Apple. It wants to look at my face. Smile for the camera. Oh, and QuickTime was hidden. I need to like figure out a better way to signature verification failed. Okay, that's fascinating because we just got a fresh token and signature verification failed. Isn't that fascinating? I guess we could print out this token. Let's put a breaking point here, I guess, just so we can look at the user. Oh, and let's bring up QuickTime. Sign in with Apple. Okay, so let's look at this user. PO access token. Oh, I guess user.access token. That looks like a JWT. Let's stick this into jwt.io. Command L. That looks fine. That looks correct. When is this though? Is this too near in the present? Oh, I guess for one, there's like a dot in here. Is this using Apple time instead of Unix time? Let's see. So if I just refresh this, so this is 2018. No, we had 116. I think that was regular time. Let's see. Maybe google.com. It's not matching your results. Okay. Time zone converter, Unix time converter. Yeah, that's parsable. That's not Apple time by accident or anything like that. So why is this having a problem? I guess we could put a breakpoint. Since we have everything running locally, we can put a breakpoint in our microservice. Or even in the middleware. FQAuth. Middleware, we can put one, I guess, here. And I believe this is a method that they do for us. Yeah, that's a vapor method. Okay, so we have a breakpoint on the server. We're currently in a breakpoint in the iOS app over here. So let's play it through. Let's bring up the iPhone app again. Let's sign out. Let's sign in. And it seems like we didn't quite hit that breakpoint. Let's see. Where else might we be able to put a breakpoint? Yeah, it should all be blowing up inside of there, so I'm not sure it makes sense to put a breakpoint here, but I guess we can. Now let's just stick one there. Let's see that we're hitting breakpoints at all. Okay, bring up the iPhone app. Okay, we got this breakpoint. We are here. So what happens when I print out this object? Authenticate request is not a valid command. Oh, it's because it's on 2 new lines. So let's create it and put it on the same line to not confuse the debugger. We get a future. Okay, so can we dot wait? We're getting warnings about calling wait though. So how do I how do I do this as a breakpoint then? Guess we could look at the request. PO request. Yeah, here's the authorization header. I think that's correct. Because our tests passed for the server and for the middleware. I'm pretty confident that's correct. I guess we could look at that test real quick. Maybe I did type something in wrong. Tests. Nope. This is tests. Middleware tests. Yeah, it's bearer space authorization. Maybe I spelled authorization wrong. Let's take a look. Let's copy this over to the app, which is, I guess, in the networking helper. Authorization, bearer. I didn't really see a change there. Yeah, we just timed out. I think it's just a spammer, but I appreciate the help. Yeah, I think spammers. I've seen spammers on other channels just run in, say something like, "Here's some stuff for your channel," like vague, and then drop a link. So and that's one of the motivations for just blocking links. Okay, well, we are getting this here. This is what got sent back. Oops. This is what got sent back from the phone. Let's drop this into the JWT debugger. I mean, it parses. These are fine times, I guess. Looks like this is about a month away or so. So that's not a problem that we're expired already. Oh, I do notice that it's called subject here, whereas I think in the middleware I called it like user ID. So I think that's actually a change for for the middleware to make. That seems incorrect. Let's see. Let's open the token. Yeah, so this is trying to get a user ID out, and we have all this other stuff in there. Okay, so yeah, the the middleware is actually incorrect. So let's see if we can update it. So we have the expiration claim. Guess we need the issued at. And I guess these needs to be like the short, cute JWT things. Oh, I have subject already. I guess issuer. Fascinating. So I guess this is also a problem of, I guess the server and this and the middleware need to be using the same types, which I guess is the highest priority thing. Middleware and server need to use the same token type. And I guess we can also check that the subject. I guess we can just assert that this is a UUID. And I guess we need our own little private error here. So the UUID is not parsable from the subject, and we can throw that error. Okay, So I guess we're trying to get the middleware and the server to use the same token. I didn't realize they were so out of whack. So I guess this is the version of the JWT that the server is using. Should I try to import one for the other or just sync them up? I'm going to try just syncing them up for now. Let's see, are we building? Nope, build failed. Where is the build failure though? So this is a string, we need to make a UUID out of it, I guess. Although this should be, yeah, let's make a getter on the token to get that out more easily. This can be just optional, that's fine. This is going to be subject.value, so this is going to be the UUID string. And we can wrap that in the UUID constructor, say UUID string. There we go, build succeeded. So now let's we can just restart both servers. So now if I go to the iPhone app and sign out and sign in, we hit our breakpoint. We didn't hit either of these, but signature verification failed again. Okay, I guess something's not quite hooked up yet. Let's see, let's try copy pasting. Or maybe I just need to... No, because it's all on disk. Oh, I guess I do need to update. Okay. Oh, that means I have to commit and push. Oh, okay. So we're building here. Let's see that the tests are running. Test failed. Okay. Oh wait, this is the app. Here. There we go, build succeeded, and we have extra arguments here. So I guess I do need an initializer. Okay. Subject claim. Expiration, and I guess all the other stuff. And issued at claim. And yeah, let's get these going on different lines so it's easier to look at. I guess by default we issued it right now. What else is up there? Of course, we have to assign it first. We need the issuer. What else are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just device name. Okay. Build succeeded. Let's run the tests again. Yeah, our test token needs a little bit more. What's the order? I guess I should put them in alphabetical order or something. Device name example. Unexpected comma? Oh, of course. Command U to run the tests again. Looks like it's going pretty good. Oh, cool. Thanks so much. Okay, so I guess we just have a few, wait, why are these failing? Oh, wow. Okay, so we need to make sure that these are not using the middleware because these are from Apple. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so these tests are testing the server-to-server notifications from Apple regarding, sign in with Apple folks who have authenticated with you and now have other things going on, like updating their email or just deleting their account. Okay, so we are overprotecting in our routes, and the test caught it. Isn't that fantastic? It really shouldn't be, though. Is that, did I misread the test failure? Yeah, this one got a 401. This one also got a 401. Expected non-null value. So let's look at the, let's close the other tabs. Let's open up that controller. Server to server, notifications. Where is it? Here it is. So do we need to like, you know, making it fresh. I guess let's put some breakpoints. I can't exactly tell what's going wrong here. Let's just do the top one. Okay, let's step through. Print the, thanks autocomplete. POP load. Oh, it's empty. Why would it be empty? Hmm. Well, I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back and we'll see if we can figure this out. Hey everybody, welcome back. Just to bring you up to speed on where we were at, we got quite a bit done with syncing up the app, the iPhone app, with the sample microservice and the main server. Hey guys in the chat. I think the error was that the model for the JWT token and the model that the server was using and that the microservice was using had kind of gotten out of sync. So we fixed that, but now we have like an error in our server to server notifications, and I'm really confused why. And I guess one other thing to note is that we've been up 3 hours. I usually end around the 3-hour mark. I really want to try to get this to work though, because otherwise we're in. I guess we have no changes to the microservice. We're kind of otherwise in a state, as they say. So let's try to think clearly about what is going wrong with this test. Let's see. The error is it's expecting a 200 OK, but we got 401 unauthorized. So we have this little post notification thing to help. And this is where it's coming from. I don't see it making an unauthorized anywhere, except perhaps maybe here. I wonder if we could verify the payload before we send it, at least right here in the test, so that just so that we know that we're posting something that makes sense. I mean, we just signed it right here. And what is this? This is a notification, I guess. Okay, let's run this test again. Yeah, all 4 times it's failing right here. Okay, so at least we have, at least we know what's going on. We're signing something, and it's we can't even verify it, even though we just signed it. Audience failed. Okay. So where's our build notification? Here's our audience. Oops, I ran the entire test suite, not just this file. This might take a while. I guess I could stop it. Yeah, Command D or Command dot to stop that. Stop from running the entire test suite. Let's just run this file and we're green. Oh, okay. So the environment variables got out of whack. Okay. Whew, that was surprising, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all, and it really threw me for a loop. Okay, let's Command U. Let's run the entire test suite. I wonder if this should be reading from the environment variable itself. I guess especially here for building the notification. Well, let's let this pass. Okay, yeah, so the entire test suite passed. Okay, good. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess this could be what is it? It's like envars dot does this have access to the envars? What's at the top of the file? Yeah, we're importing FQAuth server envars dot I think this is client ID. What did we call it? App ID. I guess we can load our throw. We have our throws right here. And let's run this file again. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back to, okay, let's start up this server again. And is the microservice still running? Looks like it's still running. Okay, I guess we need to, yeah, we need to push everything up and so that this can pull it on down. Let's see, where is the server? So let's, I guess let's commit here. So sync up middleware token with server token. And we might want to have one like import the other or something. But we're not making that decision right now. So then in the, we're running that server in the microservice, we can update package FQAuth. Oh, it says it's running. Let's command dot to stop it from running. Oh, it's still updating. Okay, did it actually update? Let's see. Cool, it has more stuff in here. Can probably make more asserts soon. So let's go ahead and run this. Oh, we have a few issues. I think we can force unwrap this too because it would have failed authorization if this. It's when we verify that it parses. So we can force unwrap it here. And same thing here. So Command R. Nope, still failing. Oh, this is here in the tests. Oh, can't you just give me the autocomplete? Example. And the other one was, oh, now you want to give me autocomplete. Okay. Issuer claim. Cannot find issuer claim. Okay, we need to import JWT. Yeah, this is still just getting everything to work. We definitely don't want to ship it this way. We want to have it everything be a little bit easier to use. Build failed still. Where is the... Oh, okay. .example. Missing a comma. Yep, thank you, Xcode. Okay, let's try to run this file again. Oh, hey, we hit a breakpoint. Let's go ahead and take those out. Cool. Let's run the whole suite, I suppose. Command U. We're hitting other breakpoints we had before when we were debugging. Okay, all test pass. Okay, so let's start the server again. Let's show the iPhone. Let's hop on over to, where is it? Here we go. Command R. Oh. ngrok has expired. Okay, well, maybe that's a good place to call it. I guess while I commit and clean things up, let's try something out. Let's try this little words on stream thing. It's a little word scramble, and okay, I was hoping to be able to git commit and stuff while this was on screen, but here it is. Oh man. Let's see. Capital I win. Oh, is that it? Let's see, what's another 4-letter word? These do not seem to be synced up, even though I authorized my Twitch account. Okay, I guess I'll have to try this another time. It's not working. It's not recognizing the stream at all. See, I'm logged in. Oh, I guess I'll have to figure that out later, why this isn't working. Oh well. Okay, well I guess you can watch me commit because words on stream is not working. Okay, so what do we have here? We have fixed tests for yeah, it's just really just fix the tests. I think I add a date. Any updates to FQAuth? No, we're all good there. I don't really. I guess we might have committed that already. And then updates to the iOS app. This is logged in wrapper plus network helper and much more. Whew. Bruce Lee from the chat asks, curious how close iOS is to being able to be authenticated. Any idea? Well, we were almost authenticated. I mean, I think this might have worked, but I'm like a little tired, so we'll pick this up tomorrow. It's been about almost 3.5 hours for the stream. Yeah, it does seem super close. It's really exciting. Really makes me want to go a little bit further, but I know I need to pace myself. This is a marathon. Oh, and we got one more follower on YouTube, bringing us down to just 11 more left for our first Thai stream. Alex asks, building out the documentation using Xcode, markup, and markdown. Some of the stuff that is in the Apple documentation, I cannot get to frickin' work. Yeah, I've heard that, at least last time I heard about Doxy, that the documentation tool wasn't so well documented. Sounds like that might still be true. Oh, but let's see. We did do the sign out button. We did the sign, we didn't do the sign in as view. We protected the view behind login. And we have a few more items that we can add there. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Building an iOS app to authenticate with a server and another microservice to get everything up and going. You can join me in my Discord to hang out, but you can find out more about me at fullqueuedeveloper.com. Along with links to my open source projects, my apps, and yeah. Oh man, I really need to write down a something or other. Bruce Lee says tomorrow we go big mode auth time. Yeah, I think we're super close. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow around. I think it's going to be around 2 or 2:30 NYC time. Oh man, I'm so brain dead. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you tomorrow.